Your brother, your friend, back again for another installment. Self-motivators and how to use them. Let's get it popping. Self-motivators are self-starters. One of my favorite mentors, Jim Rohn, said that the best type of motivation is self-motivation. When a young man says, I can't wait till I go to this seminar so they could motivate me and move me along. But what if no one comes to your aid? What if no one comes to motivate you? You have to be self-motivated. Self-motivators and self-starters are similar to affirmations, but they're superior to affirmations. Why? They're superior because they're superior because they're backed by action. An affirmation is great. It's good to affirm yourself and beliefs in yourself, but a self-motivator and a self-starter is great because it ties into our mental processes and the subconscious mind. Let me explain a little bit further. A self-motivator is, I am happy, I am healthy, I am a lion, I am not a sheep. Success is maintained and achieved by those who try and keep trying with a positive mental attitude. The way a self-motivator works is one. A self-motivator works by motivating you. But more specifically, it works because when you say the self-motivator, you immediately follow up with an action. So if this year you're trying to eat healthier, you're trying to lose weight, anytime that you have the urge from those old past habits built up in your subconscious mind to eat those donuts, eat those bagels, to eat those chips, drink that soda, do something you're not trying to do, you say with gusto, you say with energy and vigor, health is wealth. I am healthy. But you immediately follow it up with a healthy action. So it becomes a trigger in your mind, in your subconscious mind, and in your central nervous system, because every time you say, I am healthy, you immediately act. You move, and instead of the donut, you get the piece of fruit. Instead of being lazy, you get up and you're active. One of self-motivators for me is get after it. Never give up. One more punch. So when I'm at a point where I'm working out, I'm exercising, and I feel like I'm about to crack, I can't do it anymore, I tell myself, one more punch. And I start acting. I get after it. And I dig, and I say one more punch, and I never give up. But what happens is you're wiring your subconscious mind and using your current conscious mind to instill symbols and trigger words that will force you to act, that will drive you to act. And what you can then depend upon is the subconscious mind sending you those self-motivators in time of need. But it takes time and repetition to establish those self-motivators and make them potent. Never say a self-motivator without immediately responding, because you will develop an impulse and a response power so powerful that in times of great need, you'll always snap in, get after it. One of my self-motivators, the bird's out today. It's crazy. It's like blazing. It's hot. We're in LA, and it's not even summertime. It's like wintertime, but it feels so good. One of my self-motivators is make large plans, for they have magic to stir men's blood. And every time I say it, I get chills, but I act. I do something that is bigger than what I'm used to doing. I do something that is greater than my current state. I visualize myself at a higher level, and I go the extra mile to attain it. But now my body and my central nervous system knows that anytime I say that, let us make large plans, for they have magic to stir men's blood. Anytime I say that, I know it's time to get busy. So for you, write out some self-motivators, some that spark that flame in that conscious mind It makes you want to act. Some are, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am prosperous. Or I often say, I am very healthy, I am very happy, I am very prosperous. You can, if you believe you can. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, the mind of man can achieve with the positive mental attitude. I am a lion, I am not a sheep. I am a victor, I am not a victim. Another thing about self-motivators, I am poised, I am peaceful, I am a man of wisdom, I am a woman of wisdom, I am a man of culture. You speak into the present because the universe is like a mirror. It reflects what's in front of it. It reflects the present. It doesn't reflect the past or the future. Technically, some people could say that the light is reflecting the past, whatever. But in reality, it's actually reflecting the present. So the universe will reflect whatever you presently put out. And you'll start noticing that over time, the subconscious mind will send motivators, self-motivators. Be organized. Stay poised. I am in control of my thoughts. That was another self-motivator I used to say to myself when I was trying to get over anxiety and social anxiety and like depression, because somebody would say something to me and I didn't realize that I actually control my thoughts. Somebody would antagonize me or try and accost me verbally, and it would just send me to turn me into an emotional wreck, and I'll lose control. But I started breathing and saying to myself, I am in control of my thoughts. I am in control of my emotions. No one controls my emotions but me. And that immediately made me snap into awareness and say, okay, wait a minute, mindfulness. I get to control each thought that comes out of this mind of mine. No one else, no matter what's happening, no matter what they're doing, I'm in control. Before I eat, it's almost like a prayer. I say health is wealth. If I want to eat some junk, I'll say health is wealth. And it drives me to eat healthier foods. But do not ever say a self-motivator without following up with action. Your brother, your friend, back again for another installment, explaining self-motivators. Act, baby, get after it. Establish some self-motivators. A good place to find self-motivators is one, Paramhansa Yogananda. I love his affirmations and self-motivators. But also look into the book called Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude by W. Clement Stone and Napoleon Hill. Bless up. Let us make large plans, for they have magic to stir men's blood.